Man from Manila presents Wiki Chicky Chess, brought to you in part by Josef Varejcko versus the Chesky Viktor Laznicka. Viktor Laznicka from the Chesky Republika versus Josef Varejcko from Chesky Republika, taking place in 2002. All right, gentlemen, riggedy, back to the action. But wait.
This message is brought to you by Apple
thanks.
Card.
Because I gotta add something in it. Gotta add a song to the card anyway. Let's just put it in.
With Apple Pay and earn up to 3% daily cash back on everyday purchases. Pretty straightforward, right? Check out the Apple Card daily cash calculator to see how much.
Oh, thanks for telling me to check that out. I didn't know to check it out otherwise, but now you told me to check it out, and I'm gonna go chickadee check it out. Chicky, Miggity man from Manila. Hey there, Miggity man from Manila. Chicky, chess. Josef versus Viktor versus Josef. All right, on to the game. It's gonna be a Queen's Pawn game here, and then a King's Indian style biggity defense here from our heroic hero, Mr. Biggity Black. Don't know which is who is whom, but I do know one thing though: Viktor versus Josef. All right, back to the action, back to the game. What's it gonna be for Wiki White? Gonna be the Catalonian style of attack, and then of course we see what? It's a freaking French defense, ladies and jiggly, boys and giggly, freaking French defense, ladies and gentlemen. King's Crusher still riggedy rambling to this diggity day about the freaking French defense and true Catalonian style from our heroic hero, Mr. Wiki White Chesky Republika. Chicky Chesky Republika. Viktor versus Josef. Biggity Black versus Wiki White. Don't know who is whom. I'm so sorry. 2002 is when this takes place. Nice. Wow, look at the tickety triangle on that guy, and this is such a classic style of freaking French defense, ladies and jiggly. Whoa, Biggity Bishop is gonna be pushing on out. Doesn't look like he was even piggity planning on fianchetto, and no, not likely. He's gonna be going riggedy right on the assault and trying to tiggity trap that piggity pawn in, tiggity jam that pawn up. Never mind, the pawn's gonna be free because the riggedy rook's gonna diggity dance right riggedy over. And look at the piggity piece development. Just one single pawn traded all dang game, and that's all we can see, ladies and jiggly, boys and giggly. All the action happening all dang game, ladies and whoa, here goes the biggity bishop, gonna have to diggity dance right riggedy back. He's gonna keep his possibility for a king side attack well open, but here comes a queen side question mark as the riggedy rooks liggity line them up, and then we can see exchanging on diggity down. Here we go, frown town for the riggedy rooks as the queen gonna hop on over, and both queens gonna hop riggedy right round. Chicky chess biggity, brought to you in part by Ernie Biggity man from Biggity Manila. And look at the queen side assault on Wiki White. Biggity Black obviously not quite riggedy ready for it. Not quite really ready, or is he? Here comes the pawn pushing the horse riggedy right on off. And then taking the biggity bishop here to riggedy. Whoa! Look at the piggity pin on that, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. He's gonna now decide to exchange on diggity down, and that's exactly why the horse had to biggity move on biggity back to the biggity back of the biggity board, ladies and jiggly, boys and giggly, a gaggle, jiggly girls, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and giggly girls, jiggity, yes, being brought to you in part by Biggity man from Biggity Manila, Ernie Biggity Balthazar. Whoa, there's the riggedy rook exchange, no riggedy rooks left. No castles to hide behind, and now he's looking to do the exact same with the queen, bling bling. Her crown riggedy rolling down the hill as she falls completely. Chicky trips, slips, falls on her butt. Chicky, and now she's out of the game. Chicky, no queens liggity left. Two horses, one biggity bishop, and look at this, Biggity Black now deciding to launch his attack. What a brilliant attack indeed it is, and now it's going to be a football tiggity touchdown tackle for Biggity Black as he diggity dives through the diggity defenses and hops right on into the end zone, but the King's going to come clean this on Biggity mess on up, and just then we can see the final culmination of the assault as Biggity Black decides all game to make this just one insane game. I'm trying to do a commentary. Oh, Doom, we can advertise for Diggity Doom. Go out there right now, advertise for Doom. I'm going to do that right now. All right, back to the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the horse hopping Biggity back. But look at this line of attack. What a line of attack from Biggity Black. And now the King White going to try desperately. But look at the Diggity dancing Riggity round with the horse hopping on in, making the King just make himself scream as he Diggity dances on Biggity back. And he's, there we go. Is this going to be a Stiggity stalemate? No. Stalemate, no. Chicky, go on home, Biggity boy, says the King as he gets ready to fend off the super Diggity duper assault here, Catalonian style. How can the Catalonian style Liggity lose the Biggity battle here for queenside? But now the Bishop's gonna Biggity hop on Biggity back here. He's gonna decide to resist the attack, but the attack's being backed up. Biggity backed up, and now it's a kingside assault. It's a kingside assault, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys giggly girls, and now we can see there's the piggity pin. Chicky. Bishop gonna. Oh wait, actually, he's gonna Diggity dance Riggity right round and try to stall as much time as he can possibly stall because the Biggity Black is super duper on the attack. So he's gonna move his horses Riggity round and do his Biggity best to stave this attack off. Can he possibly do it? Black versus white. Good night, Biggity pawn. Chicky, Biggity pawn. As the Biggity Black just comes and shuts out the light. Here comes the King, Riggy right ready with the super Diggity duper Liggity line of offensiveness from Biggity Black, and now he can complete his attack as the King is there. Riggity ready to what? There's the queenside attack. No, it's a kingside attack. All actions happen on queenside, but we can actually see both Kings Riggity running on queenside for this game. Chicky. Oh, Diggity doubling up. Diggity. The King's gonna have to Biggity bounce on back to protect the Biggity pawn. Ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and giggly girls, it's such a close game. Unfortunately for Biggity Wiggity White, he's off behind, but wowzers, holy cowsers, launching the counter assault. Two Biggity pawns behind, but that's not gonna sweat it for a Biggity player like White. Chicky, chess. Biggity blitz style, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and giggly, Biggity Black just doing so fine in this game, so fine. Viktor versus Josef. I wonder who's won. I wonder it's gonna be a lot of fun guessing who's got a Biggity better haircut. He got a pretty good haircut. So does he. Chicky, chess. Biggity blitz style, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and giggly girls. Biggity Black has two Biggity pawns ahead. Now he can put the King in Chickity check, and this is gonna be a good game. I want to thank you guys all for tickety tuning on in. Biggity Black gonna take this win on Biggity bound down to the Biggity bank and cash it in on in. Chicky chess. Biggity blitz style brought to you by Ernie Biggity Baltazar. Chicky.